Body language expert Layo is back with us. Now, you've already spoken about the royal wedding. We broke that down, but now we're going to break down the 5 steps to a power handshake. Teach me. Step 1.
So step 1 is, have you seen the Old West movies? Whoever wins the first one to draw usually?
Yes.
That's what we want to do.
Okay.
You want to be always the first one to offer the handshake.
All right.
Because then it allows you to actually have control over what's going to happen next.
Okay, so the draw, that's 1.
The first one is a draw, right?
Okay.
The second one is we want to make eye contact and smile.
All right.
What happens when I smile at you, you tend to smile back. You can't help it, right? Now, I get some people get really creeped out about the way that I smile sometimes, but I try to smile naturally so that you can smile back, and your brain then starts connecting with me right away.
All right.
The third step is very important and it's kind of weird. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw, right? And I'm going to make eye contact, smile, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the hand upwards just slightly.
Okay, so that's called the turn.
It's called the turn, and what's going to happen is forcing you to put your hand on top of mine. I'm giving you the upper hand, but it's my choice to give it to you.
All right, so let's do that again.
So draw, smile, eye contact, and then I'm going to turn. Now, if we both turn, then we're not going to have that issue, right? But normally, you would put your hand on top of mine at that point.
And the psychology behind that is like you're giving me the upper hand.
Absolutely. And I know that I'm doing that. So that is important because I want you to know that I'm giving you the status that you deserve, basically.
What about the match? That's number 4.
So match is actually matching the firmness. We don't want weak handshakes. We don't want too strong handshakes.
Right.
So what I do is that when we shake hands with somebody, I'm going to wait just slightly for them to shake my hands to see how strong they're going to match or firm, and then I'm going to match that firmness as well myself.
Okay.
Now, the last step is...
So the hard ones, because before we were talking about you don't want the really loosey-goosey one like you're kissing a royal person, but you also don't want the bone crusher,
You don't, because you're going to leave a bad impression on both ends of that spectrum, right? It's going to be really weak or really strong. We want to just be normal, somewhere in the middle. But we want to try to match the other person whenever possible.
The last one is
this one's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So normally, if you get too close to somebody, they get very uncomfortable, right? It's the space invader.
I'm not uncomfortable at all. I
call it hashtag space invader, right? So we don't want that. And we know each other, so it's different. But I wouldn't get that close to somebody that I don't know. But with a handshake, I can actually do that. So, but the trick to do it is I'm going to get your hand closer to my body so that your brain feels, wow, this person's inviting me into a personal space that is normally reserved for other people.
And earlier you were telling me you don't want to do the pull.
I don't want to pull.
That's a bad
So here's what we're going to do. So we draw, we smile, eye contact, we turn. So match the firmness, and what I'm going to do with the momentum that I have, I'm just going to get slightly closer to your body or to your hand, so your hand is closer to my body than yours is to yours.
Okay.
So that way, your hand is in my personal space, basically. And what that's happening in your brain at that point is actually making it think, this person trusts me, so in return, I'm going to make myself trustful as well.
Wow. All right, let's put it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. 1, draw. Smile, eye contact, then we turn, right? So I turn in this case, but normally, and then we match the firmness, and then finally the last step is I'm going to just invade the space a little bit. That's it. That's all we have to do.
That's the best handshake I've ever had. Make sure you go to CBS19.tv for more information from Layo and just more great stuff.